Hi, I'm Gabriella, welcome to my channel. So today I thought I haven't talked about books or writing or anything in quite a while. I mean, I haven't posted many videos in a while, but I've done a lot more reading recently. I've got this shelf of books that's got 2 rows on it, and it's basically all the books that I own that I haven't read. Every other shelf on both my bookshelves, I've read every single book on them. But this shelf is all the stuff that I've just kind of collected over the years, like I've got for presents, or it's really old. Like, there's a whole bunch from when I was like 11 and my school library was getting rid of a whole load of books, and I just picked up loads of them, and I still haven't gotten around to reading them. So that was about 10, 11 years ago, and I'm just getting around to some of them now. So it's a bit of a jumble, and kind of not many of them are particularly gripping, which is why I haven't done any sort of like review of them or like a to be read thing, because it's not really that interesting. But yeah, I've been reading a lot and it's been a bit inspiring. I've been doing more writing. I've actually been planning for NaNoWriMo this year, and like actually planning recently and getting it done. So I might actually be kind of prepared for NaNoWriMo this year, which is new, because yeah, despite doing a whole series on NaNoWriMo and preparing for it, I did not get a lot of preparation done that year. So seeing as I've been doing all those things and actually getting involved with books and writing for once, I thought I'd talk about something completely different, and that is book covers and how many OCD problems I have with them. I don't think I can be the only one that when I buy a series of books, I like them all to have matching covers. I don't want a series and then halfway through just have a randomly different cover. I think that's kind of normal. But it really stresses me out, like to the point where I haven't bought books that I've really wanted to read just because of the cover. But you know what the absolute worst thing is about book covers? Is when they're the exact same style, but one little thing is different. For example, I've had a few situations where the books have been exactly the same, but something along the spine of the book, like where the publication house logo is, or the way that the name of the book's written, like, or the numbering is slightly different to all the others. And it stresses me out so much. I think I've got like 2, maybe 3 situations on my bookshelf right now where that's the case. Like, at least the front is all matching. And this is why I really don't like hardcovers or paperbacks, or whichever one the original book in the series that I bought isn't. Because as soon as I start buying a series in either paperback or hardback, I want the rest of the series in that format. I think Harry Potter is the only series where I have willingly bought different books, like different paperback, hardback, because of how much I wanted to read it. By the time that I was old enough to read the books myself, I think the first 3 or 4 were out already, and I had them all in paperback. So it was only the last 3 or 4 that I actually needed to get in hardback, and there was no way I was waiting. Please. I got the last book and finished it within like 6 hours or something on the same day. Never got to go to one of the midnight releases. Cry. I was too young. I think I was only 10 when the last book came out or something. Oh god, that makes me feel old. And then it's really bad when books don't just have different variations of the covers, but when one of those variations is a film cover. I really strongly do not like film covers. They can be okay, but usually they only do the film cover for like the first one, and then none of the rest are film covers. And it's like, if they were all film covers, I'd be okay. But when you only have one film cover and then all the rest are the same, or just, I like the artwork of the book covers. I don't want to see like the film poster, because I could just get a film poster if I wanted it. Or the DVD in a DVD case if I wanted that image. What I really want is the original symbolic artwork or whatever. My main issue with film cover books is that if I buy them, I then want the rest of the series in film cover, and I think that's just too much, that's too far. So I just don't buy film cover books. So just some examples of my issues that I'm having that really stress me out. I think the worst case I have of books not matching throughout a series is Swallows and Amazons when I was younger, because I wasn't buying those books myself, I was getting them all as presents, so I didn't really get much of a say in what covers I got. So I've got the first book and 3 others in this lovely, lovely format. It's like beige with a different colour where the title is. You've got the little logo in the front. You've got the little image as well, and it's like got the logo, and it's just really pretty. I really like these covers, and it's just a really lovely format, and it's just so beautiful all the way around. Then the second book in the series is in this cover instead. It's a bit boring, really, but like, it's okay. I like the fact that they have Wildcat Island on the kind of logo here, and so that's acceptable. But the worst thing about this type of cover is that the other ones in the same style have different coloured spines. They all have different coloured spines. I have 6 books with this type of cover, and 5 of them have different colours. There's 2 yellow ones and all the rest have different colours. So that's just quite stressful. Like, the pictures are nice, but like, this is what I want. This is what I want. And finally, and I only have 2 of these ones, but this is the final cover and style that I have. And it's nothing like either of them. Well, I mean, it's got the big image, like these ones. I do quite like the whole like blue with lines and then the yellow in the middle. Like, it's a bit more of a fancy style, but it just looks like your typical old book. Like, I know this is probably the newest version out of the 3, but I do like it most, and I just really wish I had all of them like that. But the thing is, now that I've got these, they're all quite worn, and like, these are the ones that I originally read, and like, they're the ones that I fell in love with. So I just kind of have to put up with a bit of a mix match. Especially because buying, like, there's 12 books in the series. Buying 8 more books just so they can have matching covers. And then I've just got 8 books sat around that I can't really do anything with, so that's just a bit stressful. And then my current biggest headache, Agatha Christie, Poirot. I'm not sure, but it very much seems like this style is going out of print. And that's stressing me out, because I think I have just over half of the books. And I want the rest. I want to read the rest. But I'm really struggling to find in bookshops this same cover anymore, and I'm really scared that if I ordered them over the internet, they won't have the same cover. And it's annoying as well, because I've seen some that are the same, except the spines are slightly different. Remember that problem I was talking about earlier? This is one of the examples. Anytime that I seem to find ones with this style of cover, specifically the like loopy handwriting for her name and Poirot across the top like that, and the more arty images, as opposed to, I think they're starting to use like photos or much more realistic looking images now, and it's just stressing me out because I've still got about 14 or 15 books to buy, and then I've got a kind of omnibus that's got 4 of the stories in, so I want to rebuy all of those with this cover. So that's nearly 20 books that I need to buy with this cover, and I'm struggling so much to find them. My best luck that I've had so far has been in airport bookshops, but I'm not at airports a lot, and if I do seem to find any, they're usually ones that I've already got, which is just horrible. So anyway, I should probably stop ranting before I completely stress myself out, but I would love to hear if anyone else struggles with these things, and if you're having any problems with this sort of stuff, like in my examples, I'd love to hear. Share the stress. It's meant to help, to get it all out, but I'm honestly just feeling a bit more stressed than I was at the beginning of this video, so I'm not really convinced by that. So I'm going to end that here, so just give it a like if you enjoyed it, or you sympathise with my suffering, and subscribe to stay updated when the rest of my videos come out, which will hopefully be a lot more frequently from now on. Till next time, bye!